Travelling with young kids is a little like playing a game of chess.
Alpha Tower, little Alpha Tower.
You've got to choose your next move very carefully. As we ventured across Iceland on a fairly well-trodden route, making memories as a family that we will treasure for a lifetime, we stumbled upon a chess-winning formula. So long as there are waterfalls to walk behind, tractors to drive, black beaches littered with icebergs, and mountain pools to wild swim in, you're guaranteed a checkmate with your little people. This is part 2 of our adventures through the extraordinary land of fire and ice.
Good morning, everybody. It is a red-eye morning this morning, that's for sure. Both Tara and I woke up and was like, oh gosh, because we stayed up to try and see if we could see some northern lights floating around above us. We saw some wisps and some clouds, which is often how they start, but we didn't see any grand green red streaks across the sky, nothing like that. But we were up until, well, gone 1 o'clock in the morning, waiting and shivering. But we're going to go and drive along Route 1 to go and see if we can see some waterfalls, and then maybe, probably tomorrow actually, find some diamonds on the beach. Can't wait.
The bus is all tidied up and we're about to hit the road again. Are you okay? I've all got a bit of a cough. Everyone's feeling a tiny bit kind of icky today, but this view was pretty epic to wake up to.
Second breakfast.
And we're going to get a second breakfast.
Yeah.
Yay. We love a second breakfast.
We do.
These boys get us up so early, we tend to have an early snack and then a kind of brunch. I think we're just about ready to go, love, are we?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, say bye-bye bus, everybody.
Bye-bye.
That was fun, wasn't it? If anybody's interested, we'll pop a link in our description. Because this has been really, really good fun. Right, next stop, second breakfast.
Let's do it.
Chris, don't taste the chickens, buddy. Oh man, look at that. Another bluebird day in Iceland.
Let's do it. Come on, leave the chickens alone, boys. Let's go.
Right. Ah, it's a bit tricky when your hands are cold, hey? It's cold. Right, let's go. See some ice on the beach. Bye, Florida.
Okay, so we've been driving from Reykjavik now probably a couple of hours, maybe a little bit less, and we're getting to our first big waterfall along Route 1. It's a really...
And I saw a volcano.
And you saw a volcano. Exactly, I was just getting to that. Thanks very much. We stopped at a museum, an exhibition along the road called Lava. And we saw lots of volcanoes and learned lots of stuff about volcanoes. And so we're going to stop off at this waterfall now. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you can still walk behind it.
Who wants to go and see it?
Not me.
Okay, you can stay in the car.
Can you see all the people standing behind it?
Just having a look at all the people coming out from behind that waterfall, and they are absolutely soaked. Crusoe, do you want to go behind that waterfall?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, we're going in. It is wet. Very, very wet. Okay, buddy, good job. Right, up these steps. Managed. Oh, that's a big one, bud. Up again. Oh, that's it. Well done. It's not rain, buddy. It's water from the waterfall. It's super cool. Look at that. Wet. That's okay. We're going to get dry again.
got a big smile on his face.
Sawyer just kept going,
whatever.
wait. So we've dried off a bit, and actually I just want to say a really quick thank you to Discover Cars, who spotted us our car hire here in Iceland. They were amazing to book with. It was super easy. We'll pop the link in our description, and we have a really nice car, so that was a bit of a treat for sure. Anyway, we've just stopped at a little local restaurant for lunch. So something I love about Iceland is as we've driven along, there's these kind of family run, small, little quirky places to stop and eat, and it's so much nicer than, you know, a service station or something. Anyway, the boys are on a tractor. How's that for a view, hey? Look at it. Oh, wow. We're so lucky with this weather.
All right, there's been a bit of a change of plan, hasn't there, darling? We just had lunch.
Yeah, and John has found a swimming pool. This is the weirdest thing about Iceland, is it's cold. It's really, really cold. And we're going to walk into that mountain and find an outdoor swimming pool that's apparently warm enough to swim. Really?
Yeah, let's go. I want to go for a swim. Crusoe, you want to go for a swim?
No, I'm going to drive there. Meet you there.
You're going to meet me there. Okay, all right. What about you, Sawyer? You want to go for a swim?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
I'm going.
So here's what's really cool about all of this trip. Before we came away, we hadn't really booked anything. We booked 2 days before we came away. We booked our first night's accommodation, and since then we've been booking every night per night that we need it, basically. So we've got somewhere to go to. But in doing that, we've had the flexibility to be able to do what we like, or go where we like, or see what we want to, and not have to worry too much about being at a certain destination at the end of the day. It's a bit risky, but I think it's working really well for us.
It is working really well. It also allows us to be really flexible with the boys, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of just plan their days around how they're doing.
Absolutely.
They've both been champs, obviously.
Ovs.
Anyway, here we are, the car park. Right.
Finished.
Who wants to go for a swim?
Me!
Not me.
Why?
If you're watching us from the US, then this is especially for you, and it's a chance for me to say a massive thank you to the sponsor of today's episode, Aura. As the world seems to be entering this new age of AI-powered internet stuff, taking your online security seriously is really, really important. And Aura offers a simple, smart online security solution that's all based in a single app and is powered by AI. Aura's incredible technology not only protects your online data from being accessed by people who may have nefarious ambitions with it, but also alerts you to any way that your data might be appearing where you wouldn't want it to. It blocks anybody from being able to access your credit score, and has a VPN feature so that you can mask and encrypt all of the data that you're sending to the internet and nobody can get a hold of it. I encourage you to do a quick Google search of your name. You'll be able to see what information about you is out there on the internet. Lots of you in the States may already be aware of this, but if you hadn't, there was a big story in the news about an AT&T data breach which released the information of 73 million people onto the dark web. Aura, if you have it installed, can protect you from exactly that kind of scenario and make sure that you have got no part of it. So if you're ready to take your online security seriously, then this is the answer. Click on the unique link in our description below. There's a 14-day free trial so you can get used to it before you make any commitments. And, well, I hope you love it as much as we do.
Wow, look at this place. I can't wait.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
What?
Are you good?
I was reading an article the other day about Iceland and what makes Iceland so special, and there is so much about this country that is truly fascinating and really, really unique. It's not only just the fact that it's kind of the land of fire and ice, and you've got this enormous ice cap and all these active volcanoes and earthquakes and lava flows, and you literally feel like you're on the moon. But also, politically and socially, super, super interesting. Apparently, it's the best country to be a woman because the gender gap is so small in the workplace, and women's rights and things are super kind of ahead of themselves. It was the first country to have a democratically elected female president and an openly gay prime minister, I think. The only endemic kind of land mammal is the Arctic fox, but also the Icelandic horse, which is really, really special and unique to Iceland. It has 5 gaits, which is kind of, most horses have 3 or 4, but this has a special kind of walking, which it does, where only one hoof is on the ground at one time. So it's kind of It's almost like it's adapted to be able to walk on this sort of volcanic surfaces. And you're not allowed to import any other kind of horse into Iceland. And if you take your Icelandic horses off the island, they're never allowed back. So any kind of horsey people who go and event off this island will never take their best horses because they wouldn't be able to bring them home.
Let's go, otherwise it's going to be a long time. Yeah, it's a big rock. Okay. And we stand on it.
Come on, you.
Right.
Which way, Sawyer?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Let's go, come on. Catch up to your brother.
So we're about, I think, 20 kilometres from a very active volcano right now, darling.
It's nuts, isn't it?
Before we came to Iceland, I remember you saying to me, "Is it safe?"
Well, yeah, the media really makes you think that you're going to die in a volcanic eruption.
Yeah.
Even my mates were like, "Oh gosh, you're brave." It's bad, isn't it? Because people live here. Like, people live here quite happily in amongst the volcanoes. And actually, at the volcano museum we went to,
Yeah.
when it happens, the Icelandic people go and like gather right up against the lava flow and all hang out and with a barbecue and a picnic blanket.
They've got their macca on the end of the stick.
Literally.
Yeah. Not quite that dramatic, but I think they're pretty queued up or knowledged in with the way that the explosions, the eruptions are going to go, and you know whether it's safe or not safe. You know, there have been ash clouds that have just settled over Reykjavik that have made everything dusty and gnarly and horrible. Everybody's wearing masks, so they really know their stuff here.
Mega. So cool. But you get that all over kind of Scandinavia, and Iceland kind of fits into that bracket where it's insanely cool. Everything's so cool. Everything's kind of just fitted to form and function, or like led by form and function. So the architecture is very kind of slick, and everybody looks very neat and tidy, and they all look very healthy, and their clothes all look very kind of functional and cool. And they've just got their stuff together. Like, they've got volcanoes that erupt on this island, but it's just no big deal. They just roll with it, pretty chill. Love it. And we saw Björk yesterday.
We did, yeah, we saw Björk.
We saw Björk in Reykjavik. Anyway, we didn't say hello to her. We were just weirdos that kind of gawked, but we did see her.
Yeah, otherwise we're never going to be there, buddy.
We can't walk at your speed, Sawyer.
We're never going to get
It'll take us all day, dude.
They say it's a 10-15 minute walk. At your speed, it's going to be half a day walk. We can't do half a day to a swimming pool. It's Iceland, it might be raining.
I fell apart 1,000 times. I'm tired of thinking it's raining, but something in your eyes is shining on me.
Have we?
You see, it's
Cool! Well done, boys. I'm so proud of you. That's funny. I was looking for that in the restaurant. What's happened to Sawyer's straw, I said. Come on then, let's go. Bring your jacket. Bye-bye. Sawyer, bye-bye. She just turns around most times and goes, bye-bye. John, we've got a refusal. Should we leave it there? No, okay. You bring your rock. I think I've got my number right, but it's something like 99.6% of all energy in Iceland is generated here, and it's all renewable from thermal energy. And you can drink water from every single tap in Iceland, as well as from the rivers. If you use the hot tap, it stinks like eggs. But if you use the cold tap, it is probably the most delicious, crystal clear, beautiful water you could ever wish to find. Magic.
Swim? All right, let's do it.
Good?
country and coastal plains.
How is it, buddy?
Endless views that we're passing through.
Do you want to go
Making
to...
our way to a distant place.
Is that nice, my boy? How's that for a swimming pool, eh, bud? Isn't that cool? Is it nice and warm?
Come.
All right, I'm on my way.
the sky.
Okay, I'm coming back in a minute.
If you we'll fall asleep on a starlit beach, just us two, somewhere new. Somewhere new. Just us two. I'll follow you to somewhere new. Somewhere new.
We've made it.
Look at this.
Look at
This is
this.
the first time I've
Wow,
actually been able
look
to
at that.
see that. I've been a few times, and I've never been able to see that glacier. It's always been very cloudy and
So
miserable.
cool. And there's the Diamond Beach. There are ice blocks on the beach, love. Not very many, but there are some.
Great. Let's go and have a look at them.
Cool.
In the water.
Whoa, hey? Isn't that cool? Wow.
So often you can go for a boat trip in that lagoon,
That's
but that's
fun.
quite a full lagoon right now, isn't it?
It's very icy.
Yeah.
Incredible. Wowzers. That was worth a rather long drive. So we've wrapped up nice and warm. The boys have got some sustenance in the form of a nice Icelandic sake yogurt, and well, this is truly epic. I think we've only been here for half a minute, but this is really the highlight of our trip to Iceland. What a place. This drive has been extraordinary. Come on, are you ready? Want to go see some big ice? The drive here has just been amazing. So many interesting volcanic landscapes, things that you've never seen before. When you get around this corner and the glacier starts kind of coming down, the fingers start coming down towards the road and you can see it carving, and oh man, what a place. It's unlike anywhere else on the planet, and it has just exceeded expectations in kind of like mountains. I don't know, it's just amazing. Anyway, let's go and get a closer look at this ice. Because we're just, I don't know, we're so lucky that you can see everything. You can see all the peaks, you can see all the mountains. We haven't quite got blue skies like we've had the last couple of days, but in some ways the clouds kind of add a bit of drama, don't they? But the colours in the icebergs is just beautiful, and I'm excited for the boys because this is really kind of monumental stuff.
Is that cool or what, Crusoe?
All of our travels now are with these two little people. And every now and then, something makes us remember that before them, there was just us. And this moment was one of those, as we remembered where our vows were spoken, on big ice, just like this, but on the very other side of the planet, in Antarctica, all those years ago.
This way. Sawyer. Jeez.
Good work.
Well done, my boy. Okay, let's go.
And so our Iceland adventures came to a close, surrounded by ice diamonds on a black sand beach. A place so remarkable it has to be seen to be believed. To be able to give our children these experiences, to make these memories with them, is something that we will never stop being deeply grateful for. Thank you for being here with us for it all. Remember, we post on this channel whenever we travel, so please subscribe and join us. And remember to hit that little bell to be notified when we next release an episode. We're not sure where we'll be heading, but we know that it'll be worth it when we get there.